and welcome to another Gwommy Village. It's time for another Gwommy Village, board games with Niramas, and Draco is so excited as usual. He's always so excited for these games. He's watching, he's sitting on the sideline watching, and he has all his theories on who is who, because he is closing his eyes during the night, so he doesn't know who's who. But the baby dragon is in. The baby dragon is here. The baby dragon also has his guns ready. He's Van Helsing, so we'll see how that goes. And we are going to go through the roles here. We're going to start off with villagers. There's going to be an unknown number of villagers. I should say welcome to everyone here playing as well. Thank you for being here. And thank you to the viewers for watching this later on. Villagers, they don't know anything. They don't do anything, but they win if they get rid of all the werewolves in the village. Some of them have roles though. So we will have the Gwommy, which is, this role is fairly new to my games, and I've been going back and forth on how to do it. It's going to be a new variant today as well. So the Gwommy will do two things. First of all, well, it will wake up each night after everyone else has woken up. It will get to it will do one thing. It will get I'm making this more complicated than it should be. First of all, I will tell the Gwommy if one of their neighbors has woken up during the night or not. I will do a thumbs up if one of their neighbors have woken up. That's why the people have numbers in front of their names. Or thumbs down if none of their neighbors woken up. That's the normal insomniac thing. Then the other thing with the Gwommy is that it will tell me a name of a player. So let's say that it tells me, let's say it writes down Alex. Then I will tell them the amount of items between Paul, Alex, and Eddie. So the person picked plus their neighbors. So let's say Paul has an item, Alex has 2, and Eddie has 1. Then I will give them a total count of 4. So there's 4 items in between those 3 players. That's a way for the Gwommy to try to find who has the Gworcrux, which is an item that protects the GwommyWolf. All right, then we have Gwommymans. So Gwommymans, they are 2 again. The siblings are back. So they will both wake up at the same time each night when I call for the Gwommymans. And they will get to pick to do, well, sort of pick. They will vote on what to do between 2 options. This time it's going to be 7 different options that could be. So we'll just go through them. So we start off with silence. I'll just do a demonstration, by the way. I'll show you the second one. Silence is just silencing someone they can't speak for the next day. The next one here is a gun. If you give someone a gun, they can, if you have a gun at any time during the day, you can raise your hand or just say, hey, I want to use my gun. You pick a player to shoot. Depending on this little thing, you might kill someone, you might kill yourself, or nothing might happen. Then, this is how the Gwommymans will work. If you haven't seen it before, I will do it like this. You will have a thumbs up or thumbs down. And there will be 2 Gwommymans, so they will vote at the same time. I'll do a countdown. They will vote up or down. If they vote on the same thing, then they will get to do that thing. If they vote on different things, they will not get to do anything. And then that also means that the GwommyWolf, which will act next in the night, will have those 2 things to choose from. So it's very bad if they don't get the same sync there. The third thing it could be is nominate. So if you nominate, then you pick someone to be a candidate for the next day. We're going to have 2 candidates each day, and one of them might get killed. Depending if it's a tie, nobody gets killed. I'll explain the voting in a bit. It could be no, or it should be knowledge, maybe, I don't know. It means that you will find out the exact role of the last player that died. So that could be handy to know if a certain role is not in the game anymore. It could be protect. And if you get protect, you choose someone to protect that night. That person cannot die for any reason. If you get C, you get to know, you tell me a name. I will tell you if it's a werewolf or not a werewolf. That's all the information I'm giving there. And then finally, it could be cure. If you cure someone, if that person has some kind of effect, like an attribute, basically, if they, well, a negative attribute, if they are a bot with a quirk, or if they are cursed, or if they are a lichen, then they will be cured of all of those things. And hi, Jill. Now I need to move people around again. I don't know why people are jumping in. Why it's not keeping track of the order. So there we go.
Maybe it's just the number that they entered the call, but they didn't get numbers or something.
Oh, yeah. Jill was actually here. That's true. Okay, so Jill is number 18. And while I'm doing this, if anyone wants to check like in the chat or whatever, if there's anyone else or like Discord that someone wants to join in, it would be good if we got to 20, I think. Okay, so that was the Gwommy Mans. Then we will have the okay, so let me actually skip. I was planning to have a Gwommy Hag, but we're gonna skip the Gwommy Hag since we're not getting 24. I don't think we're getting 24. So Gwommy Hag is out. Gwommy Hag is kind of annoying. Well, like, it doesn't really do that much to help the village, in my opinion. Okay, then we will have the Gwommy Voter. The Gwommy Voter, first time they vote, they can choose if they vote up or down, but after that, for the rest of the game, they have to go the opposite. So they have to go take turns, up or down, up or down. And they have to keep track of that themselves. Then we're going to have a bodyguard, classic bodyguard, wakes up each night, gets to protect someone. That person cannot die for any reason that night. However, the bodyguard cannot protect the same person 2 nights back to back. And I will say also the bodyguard can protect themselves, just so you remember that. Then we were going to have a classic seer. The seer wakes up each night, asks me about a player, if it's a werewolf or not a werewolf. Then, of course, baby dragon, Van Helsing is in. So the baby dragon has 2 lives. Cannot talk about being the baby dragon, has to deny it as long as it has 2 lives. If it loses one of their lives, they can come out as the baby dragon. And the Van Helsing part is that the baby dragon wakes up each night and can choose to kill someone if they want to. They don't have to, but they can. And the final role of the village is the Gwitch. Gwitch will wake up each night, and they will do it after the werewolves have picked a target. I will show them. I actually went to the store. Went to the city for once, and I bought one of these. So I have a big thing here. That's awesome. So I will tell them who is being targeted by the werewolves. Again, by the werewolves, not by anything else. So if they are, and they can choose to save that player once during the game. They have a save potion, so they can save the player being targeted by the werewolves. If there would be 2 people targeted by the werewolves at the same time, because that might happen, then I will tell them both names. They will tell me who they want to save. Then they also have a kill potion, so once during the game they can choose to kill someone. And the final potion they have, the one that I made up, is the cure or purify potion. And if they pick a name, and that player will be cured, get rid of Lycan and curse and everything. Also, if they have the Gworcrux, that Gworcrux will no longer be in effect, and I will announce that in the morning that the Gworcrux is no longer in effect. So sort of the Gwinsomniac together with the Gwitch maybe can figure out who's the Gworcrux. That's my thinking here. So that's the village. Do we have any questions about the village roles?
So the G-Man, the Gwommy Man, they get an option to cure as well. Does that get rid of the Gworcrux as well?
No, that's too. They can't do it. They're not powerful enough. They can just do
the witch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a good idea for a future game. Maybe I don't know. All right, so then we have the second team, which is the werewolves. So the werewolves will be an unknown number of werewolves. And there could be a wolfman. The wolfman looks like a villager to the seer, but it's actually a wolf. There could be a tough wolf. The tough wolf has 2 lives, just like the baby dragon. There could be a wolf cub. If the wolf cub is killed for any reason, the next night the werewolves get 2 kills instead of 1. And it feels like there's a 4th wolf. Yeah. It feels like I have a 4th wolf that I have forgotten about right now. What's the
GwommyWolf?
Yeah, but there's like a passive wolf.
Is it Hunter?
It doesn't matter because by now we figured out that it's not in anyway because I haven't written it down. So there's the 4th passive wolf role that I use.
The Sleepy Wolf?
No, it's
Wolf
not.
Hunter?
No, it's not a hunter. That's an attribute. It's one of those. I can't.
The GwommyWolf?
No, it's like a
Starving
passive
wolf?
role, like a classic, like in the actual game role.
Starving wolves?
Oh, the wolf.
I don't know.
What, the one that doesn't speak, that doesn't get seen?
Wolf, beta
The
wolf,
Wolfman.
Wolfman.
Wolfman could be in. Wolfman could be in. Tough. Okay, so it's Wolfman could be in. Tough
The
wolf.
Teen Wolf?
Tough wolf could be in, and
Never.
wolf cub could be in. Okay. Then we also have the star of the werewolf team, which is the GwommyWolf. The GwommyWolf is a well, regular werewolf in all ways, except that night 0, before the game actually starts, it will wake up by itself and pick a player to have the Gworcrux. As long as that player, as long as the Gworcrux is active, which means the player is alive or it hasn't been purified, then the GwommyWolf cannot die. And also, the GwommyWolf will wake up after the Gwommy and get to do, like if the Gwommy maybe I'm over-explaining this, but if the Gwommy had these and they chose to give someone a gun, then the GwommyWolf will wake up and will have to silence someone. So they will do an action each night as well.
And is it where if they do the C action, it's like a Mystic C?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I should explain that. The three
So
of
that
these, three of these have a special thing when it's so cure. It's not cure, obviously. It's the opposite. It's a hex. So if the GwommyWolf picks someone for cure, I will do a little just to make it clear here. So it's cure/hex. So if you hex someone, that player will randomly, I will roll a die. It will randomly become a Lycan, a cursed, or a bot. Get a quirk. Then the protect is special because it's instead of being the normal protect, it's a day protect. So if someone is protected for the day, then if they get voted out, I will just say nothing happened. So we go to night. And finally, C, as you said, Paul, C is a Mystic C, which means that if the GwommyWolf is doing a C action, they get the exact role and attributes and items that person has.
Okay, so that's better than no, right? Because no doesn't give the artifacts and or the items and stuff.
Well, no tells you that's who the last player that died was. C is
I thought
someone that
no
is still
was-
alive.
Oh,
so.
I see.
So let's say that they know that, the bodyguard died, then they can pretend to be the bodyguard. But if they see the bodyguard being alive, then they can kill the bodyguard and then pretend to be the bodyguard. Yeah, you get the idea. Then I was planning to have the nasty creature called Gwommy in the village, but they are obviously not here. They're on vacation or something because we're too few players. So the Gwommy is out. I do like it, but if I have it in, then I have to have more werewolves to counter it, and that doesn't work with fewer players. So that is 21 I'm looking at, so I will have to scratch a little bit more. But then, also, night 0, all the werewolves, including the GwommyWolf, will wake up together. They will look at it, wave and see who the other ones are. And they will also, together, pick a Gminion. So, whoever is the Gminion, I will tell them on the morning of day 1. I will send them a message saying, hey, you're the Gminion. That will be on top of their role. So if they are a villager, then they will be a villager the Gminions trying to help the werewolf team to win. They win together with the werewolves. However, the Gminion is still a villager if they get checked by the seer. Also, well, technically the Gminion could be a Lycan, but So the Gminion also doesn't count for, like, the werewolf team wins if they get to parity. So if there's 2 werewolves alive and there's 2 non-werewolves alive, then the werewolves instantly win, but the Gminion doesn't count for that. And if all the werewolves are dead, you don't need to kill the Gminion. You just banish it from the village or something. Then, so roll stacks. So the bodyguard might be a Gminion, which means it will help the werewolf team with its power instead of helping the village. One of the Gwommy could be a minion, which would be really interesting as well. So, anything can happen here. Then that's all the roles for the game. Then let's get into some talking about attributes. So there's a few different attributes. One of the attributes is that you could be cursed. If you're cursed, you don't know about it, but if you get hit by the werewolves during night, you don't die. This goes into effect even if you're protected, by the way. If you get hit, you basically get scratched by a werewolf and you turn into a werewolf. And I will tell you in the message in the morning you're now a werewolf. And that also stacks. So the seer might become a werewolf because the seer could be cursed. Or any combination is possible. You could be a Lycan, which means that if you get checked by a C action, then I will tell the C, whoever's doing the C action, that you're a werewolf, even though you're actually not. You could be a telepath and not knowing about it. If you're a telepath, when you die, before you go, you will have to pick a player. That player has to send the information about their role, attribute, and items to another player and announce who they sent it to. You could be a bot. If you're a bot, you have a quirk. You have something you have to do. I will tell you when you get your role that you have to do this certain thing or not do a certain thing. And well, you could be a hunter. If you're a hunter, when you die, you instantly get to take someone with you. And that's the attributes.
Which ones are not known? Is it Cursed Life and Telepath, is it?
Yeah. Well, and also if you're a bot, you're never allowed to say that you're a bot and that you have a quirk. If someone asks you, you have to deny it. So then we have items. So the items, the gun, obviously. If you have a gun, I already explained that, but then you can use it to try to shoot someone. Well, I should actually say I will roll the die. I still haven't done this. I might actually do that. I'm going to pull out a dice tray so I can actually show the camera when I roll. It's more exciting. So if you get a 1, then the gun backfires and hit you instead and you die. If you get a 2, 3, nothing happens. 4, 5, 6, your target dies. You could have a tinfoil hat, but you wouldn't know it. I don't know why, thematically, but you wouldn't know it. If you have a tinfoil hat on, then if you get checked by C action, I will just do this, because I will not say what you are. The tinfoil hat and the Gworcrux are the only 2 items you don't know about having. You could have a deflector shield. If you have a deflector shield and you become a candidate, you can use it 1 time, and then you can just say that someone else will become a candidate instead. You can just switch that over. You can do that at any time, like before your defense or after your defense, before we vote, basically. You could have a sandwich. If you have a bacon sandwich, then before the night time, you will have to send me a message saying, hey, I want to use my bacon sandwich. If you get targeted that night by werewolves, they will eat the sandwich instead of you, so you will just survive. If you're not targeted, then you just wasted a perfectly fine bacon sandwich for no reason. So, yeah, you have to live with that. And I think that's all the items. Well, the Gworcrux is an item as well, but you won't know that you have it.
What does the Gworcrux do?
So as long as the Gworcrux is active, then the GwommyWolf cannot be killed. It's like from Harry Potter with the Voldemort thing. But it can be...
Do you have to... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it can be purified by the witch.
Can be purified or killed. If we kill the Gworcrux, then the GwommyWolf gets to be killed.
And then I will say like,
Person is
it's not
holding
in
it,
effect
yeah.
anymore. I will not say how it's not in effect. I'll just say it's not in effect.
Is the GwommyWolf C action, is that still limited by the tinfoil hat?
Yeah, the tinfoil hat beats everything. So
okay.
Yeah. So Sasha had a question, right?
Yeah, I was just trying to clarify. So if you think someone has the Gworcrux, you either have to purify them or kill them. That's right. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, it's rough, but
Witch only has 1 purify, so they have to be sure before they use their purify on that person.
What does the tinfoil hat do again?
it blocks the C action. So
If you get targeted by a C action, Joseph just
I won't tell you what that person is.
Does
or isn't.
Draco loves the bacon sandwich, or is just only protecting from the werewolves? So if the baby dragon targets me and I have the
Draco
bacon
loves
sandwich.
Yeah, he loves he likes bacon sandwiches, but yeah, no, it's not in the game. It doesn't work. Like it's fire. He's breathing fire onto you, so it doesn't help.
Crispy
to hold
bacon.
bacon
Crispy
sandwich.
Crispy bacon.
Yeah, a very cooked bacon sandwich.
Okay.
American bacon.
So I think that's everything. If and it looks like we are 18. I don't think we're gonna sit around and wait for more people. So I will scratch. All right. So I'm actually gonna. Okay, I'm gonna scratch the bodyguard. The bodyguard is not in the game. I'm gonna remove the bodyguard.
Burning from Simon, I guess.
Yeah, I have to remove stuff. So the Gwommy Hag and the bodyguard is not, and the Gwommy Cabra are not in. Oh, the Sleepy Wolf is not in either. I was planning for the Sleepy Wolf. I'm not even gonna explain that now.
Yeah, get rid of more werewolves.
Then what do we need to
Let's wait time.
Go.
So, Joseph, did you say that the Wolfman, Wolf Cub, and Tough Wolf could be in, or those are the choices the GwommyWolf has?
No, they might be in. The GwommyWolf doesn't have a special role anymore.
They don't have a special role? Oh, okay.
I stopped that.
They're too powerful with the Gworcrux already.
Yeah.
I have another question. So for the the Gwommy Mans, I think is what it was called. If one of those players dies, they both die, right? Is that right? So, oh, so if there's only one left, do they get to still
They get to choose which one. They don't have to both agree because it's not two to agree. So.
Yeah, so if they're not in sync, it would actually benefit for one of them to die, technically, I guess.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
So if one of the Gwommy ones was to come out day one.
Yeah, the only way that it doesn't benefit is that it's kind of like you lose an apprentice seer kind of thing, where like if one of the werewolves happens to kill them, then there's still a backup.
Okay, I think we are ready. I'm gonna send out roles, and you can have a chat, and then we'll get started.
Do you want to keep this little dragon this happy all day long? Then like the video.
So let's get started. So I am going to mute everyone, and then we're gonna do the first night. So good night, everyone. Welcome to night 0. And in night 0, there's a few things to go over here. So we'll start off with all the werewolves, no matter what kind of werewolf you are. All the werewolves, you can wake up and give a little wave to each other. And you should wait. Yeah, you should see this many, which you do, right? Then you guys have a job to do. You need to pick a minion. So I'll go with the majority of whatever you... Okay, I'll go with that. So you can go back to sleep. And I'm just going to note that down here. And I'm going to send a message right away. You're not going to see it until the morning, but I'll just do it right now. So it's done, so I don't forget it. So it's, I mean, you know that somebody is the minion, right? So. Okay. Then let's move along here. Let's have the GwommyWolf wake up. So GwommyWolf, if you want to give me a name of someone who has your amulet in their back pocket, the Gworcrux. Thank you. So let me just do this. Okay, then let's have the Gwommy Mans. So both the Gwommy Mans can wake up. You can say hi to each other, and I will give you some options here. So you have something to do. So you need to do the top or the bottom, and I need you to vote up or down in 3, 2, 1, vote. You want to do that, so who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Then I want the GwommyWolf to wake up again. The GwommyWolf, you have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. All right, then we will have, okay, the bodyguard is not here, so ignore the bodyguard. We will have the Gwitch wake up. So Gwitch, I just want to say hi because nobody's getting killed, so you don't need to do your job tonight. And there is no Gwommy Cabra. I need to cross things out in my document here. Let's see, no Gwommy Cabra. And I forgot to say something in the roles explanation. The minion, it's not going to happen now, but from next night and onward, the minion will also wake up and get to do a C action to try to find the werewolves so they know who they're working with. But anyway, so now we're going to have the baby dragon wake up. So baby dragon Van Helsing, I just want to say hi. You're not going to get to breathe any fire tonight. It's too early. It's boring if someone dies night 0. And then finally, no, we have the seer as well. So seer can wake up and ask me about some person. Thank you, seer. And I will say for the next night, I will prefer it if you give me names instead of numbers for the viewers. It's easier to keep track of. And finally, it's time for the Gwinsomniac to wake up. So Gwinsomniac, first of all, I will tell you if one of your neighbors woke up during the night. So if I give you a thumbs up, one of your neighbors or both of them, you don't know, woke up. If I give you a thumbs down, nobody woke up. Now I want you to give me a name, and I will tell you that player's plus that player's neighbor's total amount of items. Okay, so let me figure this out and give you a count. So okay, so this is the number of items between those 3 players. Thank you, Gwinsomniac. All right, so everyone can wake up. Good morning. It's day 1. One of you got a message, so everyone can check their messages before you do anything else. And then what happened? Well, bad news. Eddie, you already been nominated, so you're a candidate for the first day. So Eddie is one of the candidates, and you guys need to find a second candidate to go up against Eddie. So good luck with that. I will have a timer, but it's going to be hidden. So it's more like I will stress you on after a while. If you still don't get anywhere, then we will let the die decide. We will randomly make a candidate. So I don't recommend that.
So one quick thought that I just had basically is that I'm pretty sure nominate is something that the Gwommy men would not pick because that's the least interesting thing to get immediately. So I think Eddie was nominated by the GwommyWolf.
Yeah, last time we played this, nominate was like last in the order, I believe.
Yeah. I think night 0, I don't think you get the full options. I don't think you would have got killed.
You don't get like protect and stuff, I think.
Yeah, no point protect because
it's definitely worth a conversation about that list again.
There was no gun, there was no silence because we would have found out about that.
Yeah.
So the Gwommy men would have picked C or Kier, I guess.
Yeah. I think I think it's quite handy to do that list again so the the Gwommy men know what to pick in what order. But I think like the cure hex, that could be quite dangerous if the Gwommy wolves get that, because if they start turning people cursed, that could be a real issue.
I agree, because then they know to kill the person the next night.
Yeah. So I think kind of like that needs to be quite high up, even though it's I don't know, it's maybe not the best thing for the Gwommy men to pick, but it's a good thing for them to pick to stop the Gwommy wolf getting it.
So is it possible for the what is that, the GwommyWolf, whatever they're called, to give like the Gworcrux or Gworcrux to the seer? Is that a possibility on the game?
Possible, but we won't know that.
Yeah,
they don't know who
so
they
really, if that happens, that would suck.
So Paul, what's the likelihood how Eddie got nominated already?
I think the Gwommy wolf did it because the Gwommy men would probably pick the other option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so who is nominated?
Not to say that the wolf could possibly pick another werewolf, thinking that we'll make this connection and won't kill them.
Very true. I think this discussion came up last time.
I would say we did the last game we played discuss that exact possibility, so it's not like they wouldn't.
I'm not saying he's hard cleared. I'm just saying I think the Gwommy wolf nominated him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is nominated?
Just a quick question about the
Eddie's
hex.
nominated.
Because I forgot to write it down. Does hex automatically curse somebody, or are there options?
No, it could be
It's
Lycan or bot.
Lycan, okay.
Or bot.
Okay, I forgot to write down the hex options, but I'm pretty sure the Gwommy men would have picked anything but nominate.
What is worthwhile doing is ranking all of them so the Gwommy men can be on the same page.
Well,
So
I think kill's at top, isn't it?
kill is always the top because that's a definite kill.
We don't have kill.
We don't have kill. Yep.
Oh right. Oh no, you're right. Oh right.
Yeah.
I think C is probably a high option right now.
Yeah.
What are you rolling for?
I'm just trying my dice tray. I just want to make sure
I
that.
was like scrolling through my thing. I'm like, what is he doing?
I just want to make sure that you can see the die.
The village just made a saving throw.
Yeah, I was just like, oh no.
It's easier, it's easier almost to start from the bottom. I think silence is the least helpful at this stage. Nominate's the second least helpful. And you get a choice between nominate and silence. I'm not too worried.
I will clarify something. If you have a gun, you can never give an item away. If you have a gun, you can choose to use it or not to use it. But if you choose to use it during the day, you just say, hey, I want to use my gun. I want to shoot at this person.
What do we think about the order of gun? Where should gun be placed? Is that... Because, I mean, it's not a guaranteed kill, but it's the closest thing to kill that the Gwommy men's have.
Yeah.
If someone has a gun, is it only good for that next day, or can they save it until
for the rest of the game?
Whenever they want.
If they die, they cannot shoot it though. It's in their pocket, so it's not like a
I
hunter.
think 50% chance of a kill, but 1 in 6 chance of killing yourself.
I feel like if the
Slightly.
werewolves have that, that would be pretty bad. Because if they save it till the end, if it's close and they know that it's close.
Yeah, but they could kill themselves.
Yeah.
They could, but it's a much higher chance that they kill someone.
Yeah, and werewolves might kill other werewolves with guns too. Apparently, that's a thing that happens in these games.
Personally, I think
Only if you've got Connor in the game.
I think
So
Cure should
wait,
be
so
pretty
who has
high
the gun?
because
So is the gun also an item from the Gwommy
From the Gwommy men,
Gwommy
yeah.
man?
You could have started with one.
Or
So
Gwommy
there's
wolf.
could have somebody. So there's maybe a gun, and the Gwommy man has a gun as well. Is
They
that what
could
you're
they
saying?
could be a bunch of guns. It's random in the setup.
Yeah, someone could end up with 2 guns like Andreas normally does.
Okay.
Everyone
Okay,
apart from
they-
you, Gil, could have a gun.
You don't want
I
to give me a
think-
gun, Simon?
It's the same
Well,
with
I
the
mean-
sandwiches. There could be
I'm a
nobody
pacifist.
might
I'm
have
a
a sandwich, or
pacifist.
there might be several people that have a sandwich. So
If
I mean,
someone ends
I
up
don't
with
know. I think gun is probably going to go up in value as the game goes on, because right now the Gwommy men, they don't know who is a werewolf and who's not. So there's just as much a chance.
Right. So
to-
in the first night, if a villager has the gun, it's almost the same thing as a random kill. When the village is trying to figure out the first day, gee, we got to kill
and
somebody. We're
if
more
the
likely to
Gwommy men
kill
are giving
villagers.
out guns, I mean, they might give it to a werewolf thinking somebody's.
One sec, Joseph. If the Gwommy men or the Gwommy wolf gives somebody a gun, do you announce this person has a gun?
no, it's not like
Okay,
when
so
the chat
gun
gives.
might
No.
have been an option. Silence is the only one we know didn't come up.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I feel like if the Gwommy men or whatever, if they take the gun, at least they have a chance of not giving it to werewolf. Versus if the werewolf gets it, they could just stack them and give them all to werewolves.
Yeah,
and
I
at
guess
some
they
point
could
that
give
be
it
bad.
to each other. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That could get bad later on because they're not gonna. I mean, they could shoot themselves, but they're not gonna try to shoot. They're gonna. I don't know. I feel like that could be worse, but I don't know.
Yeah, but like if kind of like the Gwommy wolf starts giving out guns to werewolves, then potentially all these werewolves using guns would maybe they get a chance to kill someone, but maybe also give themselves up as a wolf potentially as well.
Yeah.
What are
Right, a
the-
1/6 chance.
What are the chances that the Gwommy men are giving the gun to a werewolf? Because how many werewolves they got?
Well, they would know each other are good. If anybody else came out with a roll, they would know that person was good.
I also don't think that would be one of the options that Gwommy men would pick between the two right on the beginning of the game. I think that would be a little.
No, I don't think. We're just trying to determine what the order would be for them. We're just kind of having a discussion.
I do have one thought, which one of the big advantages of C and No in the early game is if both Gwommy men are alive, say day 4, one of them can come out and tell us everything they learned and what actions they did and what actions the werewolves did. So we, for instance, know that it was a werewolf who gave someone a particular gun. Because even if one Gwommy man got killed, you'd still have the other one, and come day 4, that would be perfectly fine. So it's far easier for the Gwommy men to give information than it is for a lot of the other roles that have it. They're not giving up their special ability at the same time.
Also, I don't think the GwommyWolf should get no, because then they can tell what roles to claim when they're put in a spot of having to claim a role, because they know what roles are dead and they know nobody's going to argue it. So
That's a good point.
So it looks like we're rating Mal quite high. So what we're saying is like the best one then.
Yeah.
Well, no,
silence and nominate and cure are probably the worst.
I guess we talked about a lot about guns. Maybe we should start talking about nominations.
No, actually, it isn't too bad if either a werewolf got killed or an ordinary villager. So.
Yeah, if a werewolf dies, then it doesn't matter if the GwommyWolf gets no.
I think where we're getting to is it's probably something like cure, see, protect, gun, no, nominate, silence.
Yeah, potentially.
Do we know in this game? Do we know the roles when people die, Joseph?
A team.
Okay, a werewolf. I mean, you say werewolf or villager.
Yeah, I do.
Adam S., did you have something to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think if you get cure, you should at least do that twice so you can cure each other, because we don't want one of our Gwommy men, if they are cursed, to turn, because then that would just completely throw chaos into things. So I would say cure at least twice if you can. I think that would be pretty powerful. Otherwise, or if you're a Lycan or something and the seer comes out and says, oh, I saw Alex as a wolf, but he's actually one of the Gwommy men. So that one at least 2 times, I think. And also, Joseph, I had a question. Did you wake up all the roles last night, even just to say hi?
Yeah.
Okay, so Gwomsomniac, if you got thumbs down that nobody woke up, and then tonight you get thumbs up, that means you're next to the Dominion.
No, I think what Joseph does, he kind of like, he gives thumbs up regardless if they acted on that night. It's just if they had a role that woke up at night.
Right,
so,
I know. That's what I'm saying. The only person that essentially didn't wake up last night that could wake up tonight is the Dominion. So if you got a thumbs down last night, you get a
unless
thumbs
their
up
neighbor
today.
died during the day.
Well, yeah.
And they'd have a new neighbor potentially.
Right. That's what I'm saying is if the person next to you didn't die.
So I'm gonna start something new, which is when you have 1 minute left, instead of having a sign, Drac will just peek up like this. So that means you have 1 minute left.
Are you saying right now we have 1 minute?
Yeah,
left?
you have 1 minute left. Yeah.
Josh, you need to ask Chris a question.
Chris, are you a werewolf?
I am not a werewolf. I am a villager.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sean, cheers.
Cheers, Josh. I didn't bring anything to drink. Yeah, one other thing. I don't know, real quick, because I was thinking what we should do day one, and the Gwommy Man priority was one. The other thing is just maybe not say what they are, but just number of items you have, and that would also help in narrowing down where the Gworcrux is. Elliot
Does
says
anyone
0.
have
Josh,
any
how many items?
suspicions on anyone?
0. Ellie?
I haven't heard Daniel say a single thing this entire night, which is uncharacteristic.
Okay, before we go, keep doing the 0-1. Don't you think that would put a target on the back of people? No.
No, we all say 0.
Paul?
I'm not willing to say the number of items that I have.
Alex, do you have any items?
I have an item.
1. Eddie?
Of course, these are known items. So.
See, you are telling the Wolfman
okay.
right now who has items, because the Wolfman knows who has
That
the Gworcrux.
Shouldn't matter. Yeah, that's fine.
They won't start killing those people though.
So we need
I
another.
mean, if they want to go after people with items instead of people with roles, then that's fine for the village, I think.
So use those items.
We need a nomination. Guys.
Yeah, we need a nomination. Someone has to go up against Eddie.
Is there an argument to, like, I don't know, if you nominate someone to all withdraw? There's no downside, is there?
Did you get that, Sean?
Yeah, but the werewolves could choose.
Yeah,
who
the Gwommy
died.
voter can't withdraw.
Yeah, that's
Eddie,
true.
do you have anyone that you would want to go up against?
It's way too early, isn't it? It's too early, so I really,
I think
really don't know.
I think we should let Eddie pick. Just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, Eddie. I mean, it's the only fairest thing to do.
Well, the only thing would be kind of like a question. Who would you pick as the Dominion? Would you think they would pick someone who was maybe acquired that and only lasts till the end? So that would be my only reasoning for maybe picking someone to nominate based on that potential.
I would think someone who is very good at being able to read people, or which I now realize is not good for me. But someone who can find can just has a history of knowing what people's roles are.
If was me, I would pick Elliot, Paul, Steve, or Blake. That would be one of the 4 people I would pick.
I'd throw Daniel in there as
You don't
well.
want me,
I would
usually
pick
die way
Daniel
too
because
early.
it
I
is.
don't think I'd be a
It's like
good
me. He's like
submission
a
option.
unknown.
You gotta pick
If
quick,
you're a
though.
newer GwommyWolf, then you might pick Daniel.
You want someone who's good but who survives quite far through.
So I'm muting everyone because you didn't pick one. So the die is going to determine who becomes the other candidate. I'm going to be fairly hard on this because we need to move the game along, and I did give you a minute. And I gave you extra time after that as well. So the next one is Chris. So Chris, you're the second candidate. So we're gonna have defense from Eddie first. So Eddie, you can give your defense.
I don't want to die, guys. I am on the village team. I do feel like I know, although it could have been a tactical play, and you could say that the Wolves nominated me because I'm a wolf, but I would say me being nominated by the GwommyWolf kind of backs up that I could be good. Do you know what I mean? At least. I think I do offer value to the village, particularly kind of like in terms of when we get down to it and I start getting good reads and things like that. So I think I do have a lot of value in keeping me around. I don't have any suspicions yet, obviously, because it's way, way, way too early.
All right. So Chris, your defense, and then we'll do some questions from the.
Right, well, I'm on the village team. You don't want to kill me. I don't have any suspicions at the moment because it's just too early to actually have major suspicions. But you don't want to kill me. I'm going to say at the moment.
All right. Is there any questions for the candidates?
Eddie, do you think we should all abstain on this vote?
Yeah, but there's the Gwommy voter, isn't there? There's the Gwommy voter that's gonna squiff that a bit.
People who can't control their votes for one reason or another. So
yeah.
Eddie, do you think the Gwommy voter should vote up and and for you to suggest the player who will vote down?
Yeah, I could get behind a Gwommy voter voting up because I don't think you want to kill me. And I don't know if Chris, were you alluding like you had a role? I don't even know.
I don't want to say anything right now.
Yeah.
If the Gwommy voter wants to vote up, I'll vote down, and if everyone else withdraws.
Elliot, you have an echo. I think you have 2 microphones going. It happens sometimes to you. I don't know.
Elliot, are you voting down or am I voting down?
You do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right. So let's do the vote. I'll explain the voting as well because I didn't do that properly actually in the beginning. So in my system, we have 2 candidates. You will vote up one of them, down for the other one, or you can just withdraw your arm and then you don't vote at all. And it's going to be up to kill Eddie, down to kill Chris, or not vote at all in 3, 2, 1, vote. We have 4 up and 2 down, which means Eddie has been killed by the village. Eddie was a villager. Sorry, Eddie. Thank you for playing. Okay, good night, everyone. And I hate to stress you guys, but some people need to get up for work in the morning and everything. So we need to have some kind of tempo here. So let's start off with the Gwommy-mans. Gwommy-mans, you will have to do one of these 2 things, and I want you to vote up or down in 3, 2, 1, vote. Thank you. So who do you want to do it to? Okay. Then I want the GwommyWolf to wake up. GwommyWolf, you have to do this. So who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Then my notes are so messy now because I scratched out the bodyguard. Where are we? Okay, so werewolves. All the werewolves can wake up. Give me a name of a player you want to target. Okay. Then I would like the witch to wake up. So witch. This is the player being targeted. So do you want to save them with your save potion? Do you want to use your kill potion? And in that case, who do you want to kill? Do you want to use your purify potion? And who would you like to purify? Thank you, Gwitch. Then let's have the seer wake up. So seer, who do you want to check tonight? Thank you, seer. And Baby Dragon Van Helsing. Baby Dragon, do you want to kill someone tonight? In that case, who do you want to kill? Thank you. And Gminion. Gminion, wake up and give me a name of someone you want to see. So I'll tell you if they are a werewolf or a non-werewolf. Thank you. And finally, the Gwinsomniac. I will give you a thumbs up if one of your neighbors woke up during the night, or a thumbs down if nobody did. And I also need you to give me a name who you want to check for items. Okay, so let me count that up. Okay. Right, thank you. All right, good morning, everyone. So, a few things happened during the night here. First of all, Alex, I'm sorry to say, Alex, you have been killed in the night. Alex was a villager. And that's everything that happened during the night. So welcome to day 2 of the Gwommy Village. Have fun finding 2 candidates, and the timer will begin.
Joseph, can I ask how long is the timer?
It's 7 minutes. And then I'll give you a little bit more time, like after that. I don't want to be too rough.
Daniel, what are your thoughts? I'd like to hear something from you.
You're still echoing, Elliot.
Well, other than having one or two suspicions, but I want to.
So what are your suspicions?
I'm just gonna let it flow a bit this day, and I'll get out with my. Okay, is that fine with everybody? Just give it a 3 or 4.
Unusual for you, though.
It is usual for me. Just
no, it's unusual for you not to put names out, though.
No, I have my names, but I'll go out with them just in 3 or 4 minutes.
How many items do you have?
There might be a reason for that, Jill. That's why I'm saying. Just give me a few minutes, okay?
How many items do you have, Daniel?
I'm not saying that.
Can I say, Blake?
Some of them might save me.
understand how
Some of
that-
them might save me and the village. So that's not a good question.
You don't have to say what it is, just how many. That's all.
I have items. Okay, is
You
that
do?
okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. If you don't want to say it, that's fine. I'm just asking, trying to get information.
It
that's all.
helps. It helps find the Gworcrux
Can-
because
Okay, so can I have items? Okay, so I want to ask Joseph, and maybe that will clear something for you. Does the Gworcrux bearer know that they have the Gworcrux?
No.
Okay, thank you. I have items, Sean. Okay.
Okay, Blake, you're not willing to say?
No.
Simon?
Remember
No?
that
Okay.
the tinfoil hat, Joseph, we know if we have it. We don't know if
No.
we have it. We don't know
Oh, we
if we
don't?
have it. No,
Okay.
yeah. So there are items that we might know that we have them. So
that's
Yeah.
the only one though.
Do-
Besides the
that's the
Gworcrux,
only
I
one.
think.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so just to quickly, do we want to, because 7 minutes, we can't ramble on. Do we have any thoughts about the people who voted on that last one? Because I thought, to me, both Eddie and Chris, I didn't get sus vibes off of them, so I was okay with abstaining. So I'm interested in the people who voted.
Yeah,
It could have been
I
bots.
have a question. If we thought that the likelihood was that the Gwommy man would have nominated Eddie, that would have meant that the likelihood is that Eddie was a villager. So we would have known a little bit more information than we knew about Chris. So if there was going to be voting, I was surprised that we as a village voted out, a more likely villager, even though we don't know, what Chris is. So I was a little bit surprised that we voted out Eddie.
I'm surprised how many people vote. That was a little weird how many people vote. Maybe they had information that I don't, but
Or there could have been a bot.
Does someone have to vote every time? Isn't that one of the
Gwommy
rules?
voter has
the
to vote every
voter has
time.
to
And
change.
then it will
right,
have to
but
alternate.
if both somebody other than Eddie and Chris, because if they vote for each other, we all abstain is a tie.
I don't think I
Yeah,
said
no-
it, but the Gwommy voter can't say that they're the Gwommy voter either. So
Yeah, but what it does at least mean is there's a pretty short list of people it can be at this point in the game.
They have to alternate, correct?
Yeah. So if they voted up, they have to vote down next time. If they voted down, they have to vote up.
I think
The
there
people
was
who
four-
did vote, were you trying to cover for the Gwommy voter? Because I have done that in the past before.
I considered it.
I don't. Is that role worth covering up for? I mean, if it's exposed,
I don't think it's
Because
a
later
worth
in the
at
game,
all.
that could be very dangerous.
That wasn't, again, I only thought that given two people and one we knew was more likely a villager,
I just thought that Chris was maybe a better choice to leave alone. Judging by their defenses, I was thinking that both of them had roles. So I was in a way thinking that Chris had a better role. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to stay alive. That was my thinking of it. And I am most probably not going to be abstaining at all in this game. So
I believe Eddie.
at all.
I was pretty
When
sure
I-
Eddie.
Did you vote,
I'm sorry,
Daniel? Did
sorry,
you vote?
Jill. I'm sorry, Jill.
Go ahead, Hallie.
Did Daniel vote before?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I
I wrote 3. I didn't see the 4th that voted.
I did believe Eddie. I didn't vote because I thought Eddie was good, but I had no information on Chris either way. I just thought that some people were very eager to vote for Eddie. That was
Well,
kind
Joe,
of
my thought was that they are both good, but I didn't want it the player with the better role that by my judgment,
how could you possibly even guess now, even given the best defense that either of them could have given?
Chris has a specific way of saying stuff that I go after, but I'll stop here because I don't want to give any more valid and valuable information to the werewolf.
all right.
So
All right, Joseph, I want to use my gun.
okay, so we have a gun being used.
I'm gonna shoot Daniel.
Okay, so I am going to roll it up, and we'll see what happens.
I might die, but then at least you know I was a villager.
So good luck to both of you. And you can see that, right? Sorry, Daniel, that is a hit. So Daniel has been killed. Sorry, Daniel. Daniel was a werewolf.
It was
Nice job.
he was an actor. He was an actor
No.
like himself.
Gil,
Yeah.
if you died, I was going to nominate Daniel in honor of you because I was suspicious.
Who was the shooter?
I was.
Jules.
I wasn't given a gun. A gun was an item that I had from the beginning.
Did we
So I
hear what Eddie was when?
He was a villager.
Oh, okay. I didn't even write that down. Thank you.
It was really weird. Like I wasn't voting for him but he went back and talking again, and he would start working against his own argument a little bit there.
And why was he defending Chris?
Yeah, it was.
That's a great question.
It was strange.
Why was Daniel defending Chris?
He just was.
That doesn't help. That doesn't.
I don't think he was defending. I don't think he was defending Chris. I think he was trying to defend.
Vote for Eddie. He did vote for Eddie.
Oh, he was defending Chris as having the better defense.
Yeah, and he voted
No,
for
but
Eddie.
here's my thought. The werewolves picked Eddie. So I think they were making sure Eddie dies, and they may had some information that we don't know about it.
They couldn't. It was night
well,
zero.
can I
There was
give
like no
an
way they could have had
theory?
info.
Like if the wolf man or whatever you're called got a seer on the first round and saw Eddie, and Eddie was an important role and decided to take Eddie out, they were trying to make sure. I'm just saying this as a possibility.
No,
I'm not saying that's
they
happened.
wouldn't have had seed. They had zero information on that. Yeah.
Or the other possibility is that because he wanted to kill, so he voted for Eddie, and now he's done that, he's got to come up with the reason why he did it as a defense. And defending Chris could be as simple as that.
Also, I died too early, so I decided to use my power because I know I won't live very long. So.
No, nice one, Chris. Sorry, Gil. Gil, any other suspicions? Because we've only got 45 seconds and we need 2 nominations.
I don't have suspicion. I have suspicions of who I would pick for the Gworcrux, but because I don't know who the Wolfman is, I don't want to throw people under the bus that might be wrong.
Well, I would say I have suspicions of Steve and Simon because they both voted up before.
Steve voted down. I voted up, same as you, Heather.
Okay, but you both
I
voted.
About 15 seconds.
Yeah, I voted because I thought that there's between the two of them, one was more likely than the other, and now that Daniel said what he said and he's been killed, that makes me even more suspicious of Chris.
So we need a nomination.
I will nominate
Not
Chris.
kill anyone.
Okay, Chris has been nominated in second. We need a second one. I'll give you a little bit more time.
I will nominate Simon then.
Simon has been nominated.
So,
Is there a second for Simon?
I'll second Chris. Somebody else second.
No, well, Chris has already been seconded. I just did it because of time.
Just do it.
Is there a second for Simon? Okay, so Chris and Simon are up against each other. So
I'm going to use my gun, try and shoot Heather.
Simon is using his gun. All right, so he's trying to shoot Helle. We'll see how this goes. So good luck to both of you. This could be a short game, actually.
Simon, you are given the gun.
Helle, you have been killed by the gun. Sorry, Helle. Thank you for playing. Helle was a villager. And now it's time for Chris' defense. 2 people killed already today. That's crazy.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Before we do anything else, Helle, can you come back, please? Helle, you were a telepath as well. So you need to give me, tell some player that they have to send information about their role to another player.
Then I want Chris to send his role to Jill.
No, you can't decide who he sends it to. Just okay.
Damn.
Okay, thank you, Helle. So Chris, you have to, before we do anything else, Chris has to send his role and his attributes that he knows about and items that he knows about to another player. And it has to be truthful. And then, Chris, you just have to tell the rest of the village who you're sending it
but
to.
But if he's a werewolf, he can send it to another werewolf?
In theory, yes.
Yeah, but if they say he's good, and then we find out one of them's bad, we know the other.
He has to say who he sent it to. So, Chris, who are you sending a private message to?
I'll send it to Gil.
Okay, so Gil is getting a private message from Chris with the truthful information
Can
of Chris.
can I say whenever I decide that, or that is secret information?
No, you can say whatever you want about that.
Even if he's the baby dragon, you can tell us.
Or if
he
he's the
hasn't lost
Gwommy
a
voter,
life.
or if he has a
But
bot.
he just can't tell us. And you can tell us if he's like a bot or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can tell anything.
Or you can just say you're voting for Simon if you want, or you're voting for Chris.
So whenever are you done, Chris? With the
Yep, I've sent
All
the message.
So now Chris, it's your turn again. You need to do your defense.
You definitely don't want to kill me. I'm just going to say that. I mean, because I have a hunter. That's what I'm going to say. So if you do kill me, I don't know who I'm going to kill yet. I've got a few ideas, but
All right. So Simon, do you have a defense prepared?
Not prepared. Yeah, I voted for Eddie because I don't subscribe to the thing about not killing. I wanted to kill every night. Eddie seemed more suspicious than Chris at the time. He had something as a role earlier than Eddie did, I thought. I am now. The reason I went to shoot Heather is because Daniel voted up. She voted up. I voted up. And there was one other person I missed. I figured she nominated me for doing the same thing that she did. That was super sus of her. So maybe she was a Gwommy, whatchamacallit, or I thought she was a werewolf. But to be honest, even if she's the Gwommy voter, it probably not be bad. I know villager, but that sort of thing can be quite annoying. You having the Gwommy voter around. I guess I'd be sus on Steve as well because he voted. I don't know. Yeah, go for it. I am not a hunter, so I will not
Joseph,
shoot anyone again.
Can I ask you a question,
Yeah,
Joseph?
sure.
If the hunter get killed by the werewolf at night, does it still use its ability to his or her ability?
Yeah, in the
to
morning. Yeah. So Josh had a question.
Question for Simon.
I would also say one thing. So yeah, I'll go
on. When's that new internet coming in?
Next Thursday, not soon enough. The other thing is, everybody knows there's absolutely no way I'll be chosen to be the Gwominian. So, you know, if you're worried about that, like Chris is far more likely than me. And also having I don't know who determined the Gworcrux. Was it the GwommyWolf? Again, looking for somebody who's going to stay alive to the end. Yeah, that's not going to be me. So,
Simon.
Yeah, I have.
Falash has a question.
Simon, how many werewolves we have and who they are?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think there's probably 5 more werewolves. I would say the people on my list would be Elliot. Not convinced by Chris. Paul, because he spoke straight away first thing day 0, which that surprised me. Yeah, Steve because of his voting. And maybe some of the quiet people, maybe Derek or Jill using his gun to kill Daniel is super ballsy. Could be, I don't think so. It could be a werewolf. That'd be quite fun if he was.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you are, Simon, but I can say that I unfortunately I have more information on Chris than you, and I can't vote for Chris right now, and I would suggest people not to vote for Chris.
Is that in the form of a question?
What do you think about that, Simon?
All right,
I think he's gone higher on my suspect list.
Let's do the voting here. Okay, so I'm muting everyone. We're gonna vote. So it's up to kill Chris, down to kill Simon, or not vote at all. In 3, 2, 1, vote. So I see a lot of downs, which means Simon has been killed. Sorry, Simon. You can go eat your bacon sandwich. And Simon was a villager. And all right, so good night, everyone. I don't think it matters that I tell you that he had a bacon sandwich. He's not here anyway. No. So, all right. So, Gwommy Mans, I will give you options. You need to vote up or down on what you want to do. In 3, 2, 1, vote. You want to do that? So who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Then let's have the GwommyWolf. So GwommyWolf, you will have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And werewolves. All the werewolves can wake up. Tell me who you want to target. Can you repeat that, please? Thank you. Okay, so Gwitch, this is the person that is being targeted by the werewolves. So do you want to use your save potion? Do you want to use your kill potion? In that case, who do you want to kill? Do you want to use your purify potion? In that case, who do you want to purify? Okay. Then Baby Dragon Van Helsing. Baby Dragon, do you want to kill someone tonight? And in that case, who do you want to kill? Okay. Seer, who do you want to check tonight? Thank you. And Gminion, who do you want to check tonight? Thank you. And finally, Gwinsomniac. So I will give you a thumbs up if one of your neighbors woke up during the night, a thumbs down if they didn't. And you need to give me a name, okay? So I will tell you how many items that person and their neighbors have. Proper English. So that's my answer. Thank you, Gwinsomniac. And good morning, everyone. So, a few things happened during the night. First of all, I am sorry to say, but Paul, you have been killed in the night. Paul was a villager. Also, even sadder news, well, it's not even sadder, everyone is equal value here, but Josh, you have also been killed in the night, but Josh is a hunter, so Josh, who do you want to take with you? Josh is a villager, by the way.
Elliot.
All right, so Elliot has also been killed. Elliot was a villager. Wow, a lot of people dying in this village. I'm getting close to Adam's. Was it 6 people dying in the first day? All right, so have fun in day 3, I mean. We need candidates, and I'll start the timer.
So I'm really wondering, Joe, why you abstained from that last vote, especially after saying how strongly you believed in Chris.
I believe in Chris because I know his role.
Right. Why didn't you vote then?
Because I didn't think Simon was a werewolf either. I was trying to see who was voting. So I decided to watch the votes rather than vote somebody else. Is this impression you change your vote in the last minute, Blake?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So The funny thing is my list of suspect was Elliot, Josh, and Blake. Unfortunately, Blake is the only one left on that list. But since I was wrong by Josh and Elliot, I'm a little confused now.
Well, yeah, I voted for Simon because I believe Chris is the hunter. I think what I wanted to say is we're doing, and this is going to be funny coming from me, but we're doing a little bit too much shooting. It's hard to get valid suspicions on people when we're just killing every day.
Yeah.
The only other thing I was going to say about Chris, though, that I'm afraid of is if the Gwommy Wolf has the option to curse a player, would they not curse a hunter who then would be giving the wolves a hunter shot? That's the only thing I'm afraid of. I just throwing it out there.
Can I ask a question, Joseph?
Yeah.
If Daniel was the wolf cub, since he was killed by gun instead of by village, would they still get the 2 kills last night?
No
So
matter
that
how
could be what
the
happened.
wolf cub dies. Yeah.
Okay. So it could have been he was a wolf cub, could be witch, could be Van Helsing, baby dragon, right? Those are the only options for a night kill. For a second night kill, I mean, right?
Couldn't the Gwommy Wolf kill someone if the Gormans? I'm having trouble with the names. If the
I
Gormans
think
people
it's more
kill-
likely that the Gwommy Wolf kills somebody and then the wolves pick a different name.
There is no
They
kill
two people.
in those 7 things they can do.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not kill.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
So what's up with the Gwommy Wolf? I'm looking at the rules and it doesn't match what's happening.
No, Joseph's not changed that yet.
Yeah, I need to update that. So the Gwommy Wolf didn't pick a role. Instead, there could be a tough wolf.
Like
a wolf
Gwommy
and
men,
wolf.
just opposite. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they picked the Gworcrux.
One man doesn't pick.
Well, we know Daniel wasn't the tough wolf because he died right away.
Yeah.
Well, do guns? I think it's just the hanging or guillotine that they survive. I don't think.
No, it's everything. It's all kinds of deaths. The same goes for the baby dragon. Like they have 2 lives for any reason.
I almost think like maybe we had enough night. I'm not saying the seer to come out, only to come out if you have maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, if it has werewolves. If you don't have any werewolf, don't come out. But if you have a werewolf,
That's going to be tough in this game
because right now Daniel is the only werewolf that has died so far. So we're doing really bad. And as I said, my suspicions were Josh, Elliot, and Blake. And then Josh and Elliot got killed together. So that was a little. So.
Please.
So would you kill Josh if you were a werewolf and some of the village is suspect of him? Because yesterday, at the very end, Josh just started to nominate Steve, and then we had 2 other people, and I'm not sure how many people picked that up. So if Steve is a werewolf, then he could kill Josh. Because
I second Chris because I thought he was a werewolf. Somebody nominated him, and I thought he was a werewolf between Eddie and him. But then now I know he's not.
I'll nominate Steve.
So Steve has been nominated. Is there a second?
A second. Yep.
Okay.
I don't want to lose that at all, Balaj.
We have our first candidate. We need another one.
So hard.
I still think that voting on that first round was strange. So I think we have a 50 so far 50% of the people that did that were werewolves, because I know it was Daniel, Simon, and Chris. I don't know if there was another one that voted. I still think that's weird. So I know that a werewolf did. Hella did. Okay.
Steve voted to kill Chris.
Yeah. Okay. That still seems
on day
weird
one.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, because we had 2 people to choose from. One was less likely to be a werewolf, and I thought that protected a villager more likely than that. Just since you're
if we need a second nomination, I'll nominate Blake. but with the
Don't-
caveat
don't-
that I'm suspicious of him, but lightly. It's not a
Don't
heavy
second it.
suspicions.
Don't second it.
I disagree with that.
Well,
Don't
then who else
second
we gonna nominate then?
There a second for Blake?
I don't want to say too much for fear of being
I'll
cursed
scratch the.
or.
Yeah.
Well then, I'm okay. I'll say
Well,
nothing.
that's fine. If I die, I would remember his name though. Just so you know.
I know
we
I
need to
haven't
pick
said
another
much
name.
either, but can we
who
hear
else would-
from Jesse and Derek? I think you've actually said less than me, and I've only said like one sentence this game.
I'm just trying to figure everything out, just listening. I don't know.
I spoke up a lot last game and put a target on my back. But
Okay. I know I've seen you played, but I just haven't played with you. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think I was in the game I saw you play, unless I died really quick. And
Jesse, what do you think? How many werewolves we have?
did you ask
3 or
Joseph how
4?
many werewolves we have?
Yep.
I would guess, right? I mean, there's like a finite number, right? And we're only missing. What was Alex?
Villager.
As a villager.
So we only killed one so far.
Villager.
I have a
But I
feeling
guess-
that Alex maybe was our seer.
Did you show us Draco, Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, who do you want to run against?
For me for a loop.
You know, the only person that I had any suspicion from the beginning again was Chris, and Gil. You obviously think that that he's not, so I don't have any other strong suspicions. So I would respect the opinion of the village here to pick the best candidate, but hopefully you'll pick a werewolf because I'm a villager.
You really need another
I'll
candidate.
nominate Blake. It's the only other name we've heard.
Okay, so there's a
I'll second that.
Okay, so Blake has been seconded. So Steve, what is your defense?
My defense: I have no items. I'm a villager. I don't have any particular suspicion one way or the other on Blake, but I don't have any strong suspicions elsewhere. And I think I'm helpful and useful to the village, and that you should keep me alive.
All right, Blake, do you have a defense speech?
Yeah, well, you definitely need to kill Steve. I'm now a little suspicious of Adam S. I was a little suspicious of Gil. All I can tell you is if Chris is a powerful role, I am more powerful than Chris, so you should not kill me. I didn't want to say that for, again, fear of being cursed, because as of now, I'm a villager and I'd like to stay that way. But I've still got some things I can do.
You're a powerful role.
I wouldn't elaborate much more on that. Just
So
what's
any-
stronger than a hunter?
Any questions?
You have no.
But you're not
items?
going against a hunter right now.
I know, I'm just saying, if you're even thinking about killing me when Steve is claimed plain villager and is possibly a werewolf, that's the way to go.
Okay, so
That got confusing.
let's do the vote. And it's up to kill Steve, down to kill Blake, or not vote at all in 3, 2, 1, vote. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't see Blake voting. It doesn't matter. So it looks like you have chosen Steve, but nothing happens. Good night, everyone. Okay. So, new night here. Let's start off with the Gwommy Mans, need to say in this format. So you need to vote up or down in 3, 2, 1, vote. So do you want to do that too? Thank you. Then GwommyWolf, GwommyWolf, you need to do this. So do you want to do it too? Thank you. And it's time for the werewolves. All the werewolves can wake up, pick a target. Okay, thank you. And Gwitch, this is the person being targeted. So do you want to use your save potion? Do you want to use your kill potion? In that case, who do you want to kill? Do you want to use your purify potion? Who do you want to purify? Thank you. And we have the seer. I'm doing things out of order here, sorry. So seer, who do you want to check tonight? Thank you. And baby dragon. Baby dragon, do you want to kill someone? In that case, who do you want to kill? Thank you. And then we have the Gminion. So Gminion, who do you want to check tonight? Thank you. And finally, the Gwinsomniacs. I will give you a thumbs up if one of your neighbors woke up during the night. And you need to tell me, okay. So I'll tell you how many items that player has and their neighbors. Thank you. So everyone can wake up. And we have some bad news here for the village. Well, first of all, Balash, you've been killed by something in the night. And Balash was a villager. Then also, Blake, you have been killed in the night as well. So Blake was a villager. And let's see, did anything else happen? No. So day 4, we need to find 2 candidates. Good luck with that.
We probably have 3 werewolves left then, because there can't be 4.
How many werewolves did we kill? Only 1.
1.
Yeah,
And
one wolf so far.
So Steve, what in what situation other than the baby dragon Steve wouldn't die?
It's either the
Really?
baby dragon or the tough wolf.
Top wolf.
Are you guys being serious? The GwommyWolf.
What's that?
If the Gworcrux is still out, he could be the GwommyWolf. Why aren't you guys even mentioning that?
Who could be the GwommyWolf? Steve?
Steve could be the Gwommy.
Yeah,
Wolf.
Jill, you're really worrying me right now, man.
No, I'm. It's fine. That's why I almost wish. I
am not the
Sorry.
GwommyWolf.
I wish you guys
What
would
are
have
you,
killed
Steve?
me earlier, because then it would not be a loss, and you would believe all the things I said.
Well,
But
okay. What
So,
what
so
role is
now
Chris?
I have new theory, and then you can vote me in if you want. So now I think I would say, I don't know about Steve, and I know it's role, but I'm very suspicious of Jesse right now. So that would be my top list suspicions right now. Now you can say whatever you want.
But so Steve, why didn't you die?
Joseph, am I allowed to tell him why I didn't die?
Yes, you are.
Okay, because Van Helsing.
Baby dragon.
So who have you used your power at night?
I'm gonna say I did.
Can you tell us who do you
Yeah,
do
who'd you
whatever
kill?
power?
I used it last night because I was suspicious of Blake, because Blake said he had a powerful role, but he didn't claim to be he didn't say he was a villager. And there's a list of people that I always have that I'm suspicious when they last late into the game. And a few of them are still left here.
To be fair, I was very suspicious of Blake too.
I just want to clarify that I only confirmed that Steve could say his role. That doesn't mean he.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I understanding right that if he's baby dragon, he wouldn't have been able to claim it before, but if somebody else, like if he was the Gwommy Wolf, that person, the actual baby dragon wouldn't be able to counterclaim, right?
That's correct.
The only way the baby dragon can claim is if they've lost a life.
The only thing I'm confirming is that Steve is not the baby dragon with 2 lives. He could be anything else.
Okay.
So Chris, I guess I would have
because
to
I've
lean
used
on
it,
your word.
Because I've used my kill, I'm also just at this point a plain villager.
No,
Why
You
would
can kill every night.
you can kill every night.
Oh, I can? Oh,
Is
shows how
it-
little I
Wait.
know. I thought it was
Wait,
a
this is-
one-time thing.
So does that confirm, Steve, you didn't kill? Was it Paul? Because there was a night where like
Nope.
Paul and
Nope.
Josh both died. Maybe you didn't.
No,
kill
that was not.
anything.
No, did
So then
not.
Daniel must have been the tough.
Who else?
Right,
who
that's
else
what I
could
figure.
Who else could kill? Oh,
Couple witch.
The witch. So someone could be a witch.
I'm not sure I would
Or
have
the wolf
used it even if I knew that it was every night, because right now I don't have, I don't have strong suspicions myself. So
I almost wish you'd done earlier though, because now it gets hard. Like every kill now, it's gonna be tough.
So does anybody?
I didn't want
doubt
to keep
that
killing,
Steve-
I didn't
No,
really
you're-
want to
you're-
keep
you're right.
killing villagers. That's
true.
that's the problem.
No, that's
I would
Blake's
say
thing.
I would like to hear from Chris, because I know Chris is not bad. So
Do we still have a seer, and does a seer have any information?
I'm not sure if we've got a CEO anymore.
I think it
we
was
may need to
Alex.
Start claiming rules.
I think it was Alex Daly, unfortunately.
Could be.
Chris,
Can
do
we-
you mind if
can-
Jill tells us what role you are?
I
I'd rather not at the moment.
know his role, because because of the empath. He sent me his role.
Right.
I
that's
just
what
don't know
wondering
if I want
you
to
mind
tell
you
his
said it.
role. Yeah.
Right. What were you gonna say, Sasha? Sorry, I think I cut you off.
No, never mind. I think it's better not to ask that question.
Does anybody have a role they want to come out with?
I'm a plain villager, so I'm not a big loss if comes down to it. I would rather, if comes down to that kill Chris, I would kill me first. But I am a villager. The only suspicions I have right now, I have only one suspicion, which is Jesse. That's the only name I have still on my list. Like
If we don't
I'm
kill a
going-
werewolf right today, then we probably lose.
Well,
Yeah.
and I hate to throw this into the mix, but I know that Gil killed the only werewolf that got killed, right, Daniel?
Yeah.
And
He was he was a
Daniel
little
was
weird
acting a bit
defensive.
differently.
No, I understand. It's just I've been in enough games with Gil that
That
I wouldn't put it past him
I
to do that, to
I
hide
would give you
himself.
that. Yeah.
So
I'll give you that.
yeah,
I've
I've
actually
been
seen
in. What's
I
that?
actually
I've
done
actually
that.
seen
So
Jill do that. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
I'm
I've
gonna.
done that a couple of times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that we can eliminate it.
But let me tell you
eliminate him.
something. Let me tell you something. Do you think Joseph would give a werewolf, like you already have the Wolfman, would give a werewolf a gun on the beginning of the
Yeah.
game?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
That would be way too strong. I mean, that would be way
Yeah, I don't know
too
how.
strong.
I don't know how he does.
It's
Yeah, I don't know how
completely random.
he
But
randomly picked it.
What
but-
didn't we think that the werewolf gave the nominate, not the gun? Was that in the same turn?
1
So
minute.
it would have been the
1 minute.
So Sean,
Derek, do you have any
I'm gonna
suspicions?
nominate Jesse because that's the only
All right,
suspicious
so
I have.
Jess is
So we
nominated.
can
Is
stop.
there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. We need a second candidate. You get a little extra time as well there. So
Sean, you were asking about the night stuff. Are you the Insomniac? Do you have any info?
I am not the Insomniac.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking that it would be good cover. Maybe werewolves would go after me if I pretended like it and be able to get the Insomniac some information. But no, it's not me. Derek,
I
do you have any
didn't
suspicions?
figure. I honestly didn't think it was because you were asking because it would be too obvious. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because at this point we have no info, so any info would be something.
Right.
I mean,
Right. We have. There's 8 of us. So
yeah.
I'm starting to be a little bit nervous that Gil's alive this long because he says he never lives this long. So that's starting to make me nervous.
I'm wondering, Derek, do you have any
I
suspicions?
think people just taking pity on me, and I think because I'm not a werewolf. If I was a werewolf, I would be dead, but because I'm not, they are keeping me around. But it's fine. I just telling you, I'm not the villager, and we only kill 1, and I think there was 4. And if the minion is around, that's
right. Was
we're
there a
about to lose the
nomination?
game.
hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm
Did you
gonna nominate
just?
Jill.
Okay, Jill has been nominated. Is there a second?
A second or no?
You can second. That's fine.
I'll second.
Okay. So
Right.
Jesse has defense first.
I'm just I really don't have a good defense, but I am part of the village team and I don't really want to claim my role, but I'm not I think the Steve and Gil are more suspicious just based on like the voting history and everything going on. That's all.
Okay, so Jill's defense.
I'm a villager. I've been helping the villagers so far. I don't know what else to say. You guys are also supposed to be, but I will say that we might lose today if I die. If we don't, then I would just remind you that my suspicious Jesse after I die.
All right. Any questions for the candidates?
Jesse, at this point, because if we kill you and you actually are on the village team, we're going to lose most likely. So if you've got a role, you should definitely tell us at this point and have some way of proving it.
I don't have a way to prove it. I don't.
And yet
I
you
don't
still
really have
need to
any
tell us
information.
because if you're a villager and you die and we lose, it's we might have had a chance if if we knew a little bit more.
Sorry, there's like nothing I can give right now.
So you
Okay.
don't have.
So
a
you'd
role?
rather have us lose?
No, I don't want you guys to lose.
Well,
but
if that's the choice, then you'd rather have us lose.
Hey, Joseph,
Yeah.
if I use my gun and I kill Jesse because I don't believe what he's saying, will we nominate someone else or do we just go to the next?
No, then you need to nominate someone. I'll give you extra time.
Okay.
The guns are not included in the whole thing.
Okay, then I'll shoot Jill.
So Adam is
Oh,
shooting.
Adam!
Adam is
I was not even suspicious of you, Adam.
Adam is shooting
you
Jill.
dick bastard!
Good luck to both of you.
Adam, you fooled me again. I can't believe that, Adam.
A 1.
The gun back misfires, but Adam is still here.
Well, he's still here.
What does that
oh,
mean?
the Crux. Adam is the Wolfman or whatever thing, and the Crux is still around it.
Adam,
Or
what are
Steve
you?
is.
So we still have to vote between me and Jesse.
We have to vote, so I'm gonna mute you all.
We didn't lose yet.
And we are going to vote Where are we? Up to kill Jesse, down to kill Jill, or not vote at all. In 3, 2, 1, vote. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, 3 down, which means you have chosen Jesse, but nothing happens. Good night, everyone. All right, so new night here. And we are gonna start off with the Gwommy. So Gwommy, you have these options. So you will need to vote up or down in 3, 2, 1. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And GwommyWolf, you have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Then werewolves, wake up. Who do you want to target tonight? Thank you. And Gwitch, this is the person being targeted tonight. So do you want to use your save potion? Do you want to use your kill potion? And in that case, who do you want to kill? Do you want to use your purify potion? All right. Then let's have the baby dragon Van Helsing wake up. Do you want to kill someone? In that case, who? Thank you. And then we have the Seer. So Seer, who do you want to check tonight? Okay. And Gminion, who do you want to check tonight? Thank you. And finally, in Insomniac, I will give you a thumbs up if one of your neighbors woke up during the night. And you also need to tell me who you're checking for items. Okay, thank you. So, good morning, everyone. And today, it's actually a good morning. Nobody died. But, Adam, you have been nominated. So, Adam is our first candidate for the day. You need to find another one. Good luck.
We can't kill Adam because the Gworcrux is still alive. That's why he didn't die.
Well, then why didn't Jesse die?
Because was that the wolf, the tough wolf?
Or the baby dragon?
Yeah.
No, the baby dragon. I think it was Steve.
Yep.
Oh, wait, maybe
Sean.
maybe not. Well,
I nominate Sean. Jesse seconded.
Sean has been nominated and seconded. That was quick.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So I nominate Jesse.
I've already been nominated.
There's already 2 candidates.
Oh, okay.
Adam.
So, Adam, what is your defense?
Well, now we know the 2 werewolves.
Yeah.
So, if you want to kill me, you got to kill Sean.
All right. What is Sean's defense?
Oh, he's the hunter. He's a werewolf hunter.
No, so apparently I have the Gworcrux, but an evil werewolf is telling you that. So I don't know.
I don't
whether or
think
not to
so,
believe
too.
it.
Yeah, I think he's bluffing.
Let me just add, my defense is the witch still alive?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I can guarantee you they are.
Your word is not now worth much right now.
So if we vote to kill Adam and he doesn't die, we go to sleep. I can be cured, or the werewolves can kill me either way, and the village still has a chance to win. So I think we just have to try to kill Adam. Even if it doesn't kill him, I think that's our only chance to really win.
Yeah,
Make the
it's pretty.
werewolves waste
We
to
have
kill
to
on me.
we have to think this through before we go to the night because this is tough now. I don't see us winning this game anymore.
How many people had 2 lives? Was it a top wolf and a baby dragon?
Yeah.
And yeah.
All right. So then, Joseph, I'm going to pull out my gun and take a shot at Jesse.
All right. So Derek is using his gun.
Well done.
So as I usually say, good luck to both of you.
Either we
And
win or lose, but that's our best chance.
Jesse has been killed by the gun. Sorry, Jesse. Thank you for playing. Jesse was a werewolf.
So by elimination, I nominated Sasha.
Oh.
Now we already have the nominations in. Now we're
Well, you
sort
only-
of we're in,
died,
we're, in,
so-
we're like
No,
in the
it's Adam
question.
and Sean.
It's Adam or
So
Sean.
was Sean. Yeah, it was Sean.
So
Never
if you
mind.
have any questions and so on, I'm giving you extra time because you didn't use your time really during the day. So
Yeah, so we can't really kill Adam right now, correct?
No.
No,
So-
no.
But he
he's
will-
alive.
We
he
could,
would've-
Sean.
we could still vote Adam.
Right,
And
we
then
have to
vote-
vote Adam, but because why do we think that Adam nominated Sean so quickly?
Because
I
he's
think
trying
he's
to
a villager.
It guarantees the werewolf win.
Yeah.
Here's what he's doing.
So
He's what he's
right,
doing.
so we have to
He's-
so we
he's
have to
making us
nominate.
think. He's making us think that Sean has the Crux thing, and I don't think he does.
Right. So if we vote for Adam, that's our best chance. But then it's going to be the night, and Adam is going to kill somebody.
But you can kill somebody too. Oh, now I don't know.
Hey, Adam, how many werewolves are left?
3.
You know, by elimination, because I was between Derek and Sasha. I don't think it's Derek because what he just did. So it tells me that Sasha is the other werewolf.
I'm
I
not
think
a
it's
werewolf.
Adam. I think it's Adam and Sasha.
No.
Well, the thing is, we now kind of need to look for a Gworcrux.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Who would
know
Adam
who
pick?
has the Yeah, that's the problem though.
Who
Who's
would
the
Adam
one that
pick?
can count
I don't
items?
think you pick Sean.
Insomniac?
It's either.
Who counts items in this game?
So if we have to,
Eddie did, but
I
he
know
died before he
Chris
got
is
any
not.
information.
I know
Derek,
Chris
sorry.
is not. I don't think Steve. I mean, there's a slim chance that Sean is pulling our legs too, but I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so. I don't think so either.
We can go to if we don't kill anybody, we can go tonight and come back tomorrow. Oh, but if we don't get the Gworcrux, doesn't
So it's time to vote, though. This was a weird day, but I like to give you extra time there for discussion since you nominated so quickly. So we're gonna vote up to kill Adam, down to kill Sean, or not vote at all. In 3, 2, 1, vote. So you want to kill Adam, but nothing happens. Good night, everyone. All right. So let's start off with the Gwommymans. So Gwommymans, you need to vote on this. So it's 3, 2, 1. What do you want to do? All right. So who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Then GwommyWolf. GwommyWolf, you need to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. Werewolves. Werewolves, who do you want to target tonight? Thank you. Gwitch, this is the person being targeted. Do you want to use your save potion? You want to use your kill potion, and who do you want to kill? Do you want to use your purify potion? Thank you. Then Baby Dragon Van Helsing. Do you want to kill someone? In that case, who? Thank you. Seer, who do you want to check tonight? Okay. Gminion, who do you want to check tonight? All right. And finally, Gwinsomniac, I will give you a thumbs up if one of your neighbors woke up during the night. And you also need to tell me a name. I'll give you an item count. Thank you. All right. So, good morning, everyone. It's day 6. Lots of news, though. First of all, Chris, you have been silenced, so Chris cannot speak today. Jill, you have been killed in the night, so Jill is gone. But don't go anywhere, Jill. I did this in the wrong order. But then Sasha, you have been killed in the night. Sorry, Sasha. Thank you for playing. Sasha was a werewolf. Now, Jill is killed. He's a villager, but he's also a telepath. So, Jill, who do you want to force someone to send their role to someone else? So, who do you want to pick that has to send their information? And you're muted, by the way.
I want Sean.
Okay.
I can't tell him to tell Chris.
No.
But I want Sean to tell somebody. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jill. Thank you for playing. And so Sean has to send his role to someone and then tell everyone who he sent his role to. So who did you send your role to, Sean?
I sent it to Steve.
Okay. Then we need to find 2 candidates in day 6. So good luck to everyone.
Do we still need seconds?
Yes, in this format you always need seconds. Otherwise the werewolves could just do what, yeah.
You're muted,
Steve, you're muted.
Right, so we must have 1 werewolf left.
Yeah, I think it's Adam.
3.
Top werewolf.
There's still 3. I don't know why
Okay,
Joseph didn't call it.
with five people.
I guess he's counting himself as part of the village, so I don't know. Maybe he has double powers as a moderator. So Joseph, he must be counting himself.
That doesn't make sense. So
it doesn't make sense that we haven't won yet. So I don't know. I'm trying to help you, Steve.
How the heck do you find a Horcrux?
Steve, who did you
how do we
kill
get the
last night?
Horcrux?
I told you already. Kill Sean.
Who did you kill last night, Steve? If anybody.
I killed Sasha.
Okay.
Well
so
done.
I used my sandwich the night before when there wasn't a kill, which makes me think I'm not actually the Gworcrux. I think it was Sasha, and that's why Jill was killed, because he was suspicious of her. I think we are probably okay to kill Adam. So I want to nominate Adam.
So it's either me or Chris that has the Horcrux. Well, I guess Steve, you could have that.
Sasha. I think Sasha had it.
We
You
think
think
it's possible.
Sasha had the Horcrux?
That's
That's our
Chris
best
does
chance.
not think that Sasha had the Gworcrux. I don't think it's me, because I think I stayed alive because I used my sandwich, which meant the werewolves targeted me, and Adam.
Right, the person who has it does. The person who has it doesn't know.
No.
No. So that's why I was wondering if someone can still count items. If I've got one on me, or anybody that.
But we would know they have an item. We know that they have an item.
I'll help you with that, Derek. Only the Gwinsomniac could know who has items, and we killed Eddie on the first night, so or the first day.
Well, how'd you know he was a Somniac?
Because I got that power the first night to learn what his role was.
Okay.
If you can trust him.
I don't. I'm going to nominate Adam. I don't think we can kill him, but
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
I start working through the villagers. I don't think Sean has the Horcrux. I could, so nominate me if you want. I'm just a villager without any ammo anymore.
I trust everybody else. I think we only have one.
That person doesn't know what.
Sorry, Steve. I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's okay. So what's our? Do we know that somebody who has an item, is who we have to kill?
Don't think we're going to be able to know who has the Horcrux. It's just going to be luck. So look at Adam. Who'd he put the Horcrux on? Probably me, right? Because I'm a newbie.
I nominate Chris, so he has to defend himself while he can't talk.
Is there a second for Chris? It doesn't look like it. So
no, I'm not going to second Chris.
I don't think we should go with anything Adam says.
Well, otherwise we're going to sit here for 5 minutes while you decide which of you you're going to nominate against me.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's what we
I
need
thought
to
that
figure
would be
this
more
out.
entertaining to make Chris try to defend himself. While
I
he
don't
can't
think
talk.
it's Sean, and I don't think it's Chris. So pick me or Steve.
Yeah, and there was a chance that it was Sasha.
Well, that's why I nominated Adam. We give him the thumbs tonight. If he's still alive, we know it's on one of us.
Chris, you are really sure that it's not Sasha.
Yeah, he wouldn't put on a werewolf.
Well, Sasha wasn't a werewolf.
Yes, Sasha was a werewolf.
Oh, she was?
Yes.
Oh, I totally meant. I am sorry. I thought she was a villager.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a little sadistic, even for this game.
Yeah, Joseph is sadistic, so can't rule that out.
Okay. All right. Now I'm following you guys now. So.
Hey, I didn't pick the Gworcrux.
Yeah, that's the point. Right. I understand that.
Adam picked it, right? So who's he going to put it on? You guys know.
I think it would probably be you, most likely.
Then
him or Sasha, yeah.
I already told you it was Sean.
So Sean, you and
I don't think it's Sean.
How do you think we ought to vote this?
I don't know. I wish Adam wasn't talking. Messing with my head.
So let's nominate Derek.
All right.
Second.
All right. So Derek is nominated and seconded. So yeah, sorry.
Sean, do we have to try to kill Derek? But if he's not, doesn't that if he's, I mean, there's only there's 5 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would take us down to 4. Yeah, there'd still be one more shot at Adam next the next day.
And you can still try to kill him at night too.
Yeah, so there would be one more, at least one more shot at Adam. So that makes more sense than killing Sasha than assuming that it was Sasha and trying Adam today. So I agree. That's our best shot.
What did we agree?
Go against Derek.
No, you should.
Sorry, Derek. Nothing personal.
I understand, guys.
All right. So it looks like we are ready to vote. So it's going to be up to kill Adam, down to kill Derek, or not vote at all in 3, 2, 1 vote. So you are killing Derek. Sorry, Derek. Thank you for playing. Derek was a villager. So good night, everyone. I think for clarity's sake here, I should say that if the Gworcrux is out of play, I will announce it. All right, so let's start off with the Gwommy Mans. So Gwommy Mans, you need to do one of these 2. So do you want to do that too? Thank you. GwommyWolf, you have to do this to someone. So who do you want to do that to? Thank you. And werewolves, who do you want to target tonight? Thank you. And Gwitch, this is the person being targeted. Do you want to use your save potion? Do you want to use your kill potion? In that case, who do you want to kill? Do you want to use your purify potion? All right. Baby dragon, do you want to kill someone? In that case, who? Thank you. And Seer, who do you want to check tonight? All right. Gminion, who do you want to check tonight? Okay, and finally, Gwinsomniac, I will give you a thumbs up if one of your neighbors woke up, and so on and so forth. All right, so good morning, everyone. Now, Chris, you have been killed in the night. Sorry, Chris. Chris was a villager, but Chris is also a hunter. So, Chris, who do you want to take with you?
I mean, if I shoot either Sean or Steve, we lose. So I'm going to shoot Adam anyway. I know he's protected, but
yeah, nothing happens. And at this stage, I will end the game because it is kind of broken. It doesn't really work. So, yeah, so Steve tried to shoot Adam as well. It didn't work. You can't win in that situation. So werewolves have won. Congratulations, werewolves.
Actually, Adam
and
has won.
also Blake has won because he was the minion.
Oh, so I was not totally wrong.
Let me run through the roles, and I will say I think I'm gonna skip the Gworcrux entirely. I try to find a way to make it work because I think it's fun, but it's so weird. It was really entertaining though in the end to see Adam just sitting around, just being a werewolf, and like so.
So who did somebody have it that we could have killed him?
You had it, Steve.
You had it, Steve.
He gave it to you. He gave it to the baby dragon, which was just random. But okay, so first of all, we had Paul, who was a villager bot. He had to answer everything no or negative to all questions asked to Paul. We had Balash, who was a bot who has to ask villager who had to ask how many werewolves there were every day, which he did. We had Josh, who was a village hunter, and Josh killed the seer, who was Elliot. Then Eddie, the Gwinsomniac, died really early, so I had to pretend during the nights that I was counting out items, which was kind of a relief for me. I didn't need to count items, which was kind of nice. And Adam knew that because he got to know. Oh, anyway, Alex was one of the Gwommy mans. Alex was also a Lycan, so I think the seer checked Alex night 0 and got that he was a werewolf, which he wasn't. So Alex died really early. Chris was the other Gwommy man, who was also a hunter. And you did a good job, Chris, but the stupid Gworcrux messes everything up. Then Helle was a Gwommy voter, Lycan, telepath. Yeah. And then Elliot was the seer. Steve was the baby dragon Van Helsing. He had a tinfoil hat, and he also got checked early. But he also got the Gworcrux from Adam. And then Blake was the Gwitch and the minion picked by the werewolves. So you had a minion witch, so obviously nobody got saved. Instead, he killed someone. Who did you kill? You killed Paul. Paul got killed by Blake, by the witch. First he checked Paul, so he knew he was a villager, and then he killed Paul. I thought that was pretty funny, but it wasn't looking good. There were only 4 werewolves to start off the game, again in 18 players, and nobody was cursed. The crazy thing is that it was still too strong for the werewolves because of the whole Gworcrux. It's so weird. It's kind of random, obviously. I mean, Steve could have been killed earlier and so on. Yeah, anyway. So then we have Daniel, the werewolf bot, who always had to vote up. So it was interesting in the beginning when Daniel had to vote up on the whole thing where we're not supposed to vote. Adam was the Gwommy Wolf, as you know. Jesse was the tough wolf, as you already figured out. Sasha was a wolf man, but nobody checked Sasha, so that never came into effect. She was killed by the dragon. And Derek was a villager with a gun from the start. Simon was a villager with a sandwich and a gun. Sean was a villager with a sandwich, and Jill was a villager telepath with a gun. So that's everything. And yeah, I hope you had fun anyway. I think, the end game, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was a difficult game.
I thought
and
it
that's
worked
why
well.
I like it.
It was difficult because we lost Gwommy Man, we lost Gwinsomniac.
And the Gwitch was evil. So
Our downfall was when we had Eddie and Chris, and I believe Eddie, but he got killed. And then Josh killed Elliot, so we lost like 4 villages in 2 days.
Yeah, that day 1 die roll was really tough. That could have gone so much differently. I was actually thinking of nominating either Steve or Daniel the first night, but I was letting people talk.
See, I normally don't kill Daniel because he suffers from the same problem that I do. People kill us too quick, but he rumbled too much there. And I thought, I'm going to be killed soon. At least I'm going to kill somebody that I think is a werewolf.
I just want to say that's a spite kill because we have history in the last few games.
It's not four.
That
I
is
saw
a
that
spite
Adam
kill.
was a werewolf.
It wasn't a spite. You rumble. I normally don't kill you early.
It was like whenever. That's why I was trying to be quiet because I knew if I speak something, I'm dying. I'm just.
You know the worst part. If you had
out their guns and killing me.
You know what? If you had thrown out 2 or 3 names, I wouldn't have killed you. If you had thrown some names out there, but you're refusing to throw names was really unlike you.
That was so suspicious.
By the way, I just
now
want to
Adams,
say that Gil, I don't do that at the beginning of the second day. I do that towards the end. I just want to hear.
No, you do on the first day sometimes.
Yeah, first day you're usually saying something.
Particularly when you're bad. If I'm seer, I will go out. I don't care.
And on my defense, I think there was more people suspecting you at that point. But Adam, I had no suspicion on Adam. And I think you would have won. You would have won sooner. Yeah, you did the right thing. It just did backfire in a bad way. So yeah.
Joseph can't roll dice.
I was very surprised when you said, "Oh, can I kill?" I thought, "Oh, Adam's gonna kill Jesse." And then he says, "Oh, shoot, Gil." I was like, "What?"
I must say it was really weird. I thought just poor werewolf, but it was a tough wolf and the Gwommy wolf with the Gworcrux. I guess it's also like, when you set these games up, it's hard to find a balance, like especially since a lot of things are random. But then I think this game, if we play the exact same game again, it could have gone totally different. I think
that's true, Joseph.
I don't think the crux was. Yeah.
I just wanted to give you an input that.
And we still had a chance at the end. We had to just randomly guess who had it. Derek was kind enough to give himself up, but we might have figured that being the baby dragon, that Adam would have. Been smart enough to.
We got lucky with
way.
Blake choosing Blake. We got lucky choosing Alex to die. It was just a slight suspicion that I had that he was a roll, that I picked him the second night, gave out his name. And then they got lucky killing us with the guns, right? And then it was a great move by Adam who had that double bluff.
And then the seer died right away too.
Well, Daniel, if you hadn't killed Daly, I would have come out pretty soon and outed him as a werewolf because he was alive anyway.
We were lucky with it. No matter what happened.
Who was the seer?
We were lucky to get it.
Yeah, I don't think the crux was necessarily too strong. I think it was just a perfect storm for the werewolf in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like Steve, like Adam picking up Steve being the baby dragon was
with the tinfoil hat.
That was amazing.
I didn't pick up anything.
I wanted to kill Steve just because he had that tinfoil hat.
Yeah, the thing with the Horcrux though, like in terms of the 2 best roles to figure that out, was like obviously the witch to cure it. It was working for the werewolves, and it was me as an insomniac, and I died first day. So
when I asked Blake in the night, "Do you want to use your purify potion?" He was like, "No." Like, why would you use that?
And I think he had purified himself of his minion status. I guess minion's not an element. Okay.
It was, being the Gwitch minion was like best case scenario because it's like I'm not going to save any villagers. I'm going to kill a villager, and that was perfect.
Yeah. So I think the Crux could be it's not as powerful. It's just on this game it happened that way.
Yeah, I just want to say Blake real quick. the day that I nominated you, I had protected you the night before. So I was hoping that you would die and you could come out as baby
Yeah,
dragon.
that's why he nominated you. So nobody could die that night because both...
But I think I also got on Jill's good side when I nominated you.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
That's why I was surprised when you shot me.
It was an interesting
Yep.
day.
I
Both
already know
Lake
he's werewolf,
and Steve couldn't die. So no matter how you
Right.
voted, nobody died.
So
the
with
the crux
the
isn't
Gworcrux-
awful. It's not like Ghost or anything, but I think it should, come in and come out, not be a thing that
Someone
sticks
mentioned,
around.
someone mentioned we could have it so that when there's like 5 people left, the Gworcrux stops working.
Well, I just mean like use it in a game every now and then,
Oh,
but
yeah,
not make it like a normal thing that's always
Or,
in our games.
yeah, or if you really want to go heavy on the Harry Potter theme, if the only werewolf left is the GwommyWolf that gets out, then if the Horcrux person votes to kill themselves, then the village wins.
I actually that's an idea. If it could be that the Gworcrux only works if there's other werewolves around. So when you're the last werewolf standing and you're then the Gworcrux stops working.
That's the problem too, that Adams is so good. Like he froze Sean's name, and we all knew was probably not Sean, but we didn't really.
Yeah, that was
there's
interesting.
That thing on the, yeah, like
reverse psychology.
Yeah, I thought it was Sean. I thought kind of like, because I thought like Adam like screwed up a little bit and wasn't expecting like the gun kill and things like that. Because without that gun kill, the werewolves would have won then. Like
Yeah. But